I recently became a qualified level 2 angling coach through the Angling Trust, and in today's video you'll be joining me for my very first tuition session. Not only will you see how the day unfolds, but you'll also get a real insight into what a booking will look like and how I tailor each session to the individual.
Excellent.
Well done. Today I have my very first tuition tutorial. What are we going to call it? A fish with me?
Go for it.
It depends on how successful the trip is. Started the day with a McDonald's breakfast, followed by burning that off by walking around here. So the first thing I've picked up on doing these tutorials is pre-warn, it's a bit of a walk if we fish around this side, but we're here now.
It's good for the fitness.
It's good for the fitness. We burnt off the McDonald's and now it's time to start trying out some different things. So when you messaged me or booked on, we went through, like I will with anyone that books on, what you want to get from the session, and yours was?
Learning a little bit about leading about, finding the depth, finding the bottom, seeing what's there. Normally I turn up to a lake and fish the visible features, so if it's up somewhere like this, it's quite hard knowing, where to find it, finding spots. So I thought it'd be good to practice a little bit of that.
It should be a good one. We've seen a few fish show already, and then once we've done all the sort of spot finding, depth finding, you've opted for zigs, haven't you?
Yes, it's not something I do, so I thought why not give zig fishing a go. I hope it'll be good coming into this time of year.
And if anyone that's a long-term watcher of the channel will know that zigs is not my favourite method, but this is kind of a double-edged thing because I'm going to be forced to do some of the methods that maybe I'm not as keen on, but I know if ever you're going to get some practice in zigs, it's on here. So that is going to be the plan of attack today. Spot finding, checking the depth, fishing accurately with wrapping sticks as well, and things like that, and then we will start getting the sloppy spod mix out and the zigs. So fingers crossed we get amongst a few. Brilliant. Looking forward to it. Right, first and foremost, find spots and the dog's bait. Morning, buddy. The bait's not out yet. Well, there's your one. I'll grab mine as well. Yeah, so these are dedicated marker leads, and the reason they're grooved and sort of notched backwards is that will give you more feedback. It'll catch on gravel, because if you had a smooth lead, it would just slide over the top of things. Even just doing it on your hand, you feed it catching. Yeah. And it would just give you a bit more feedback of what you're going over. Now, setup wise, have you ever used a dedicated setup for a spot and marker?
No.
So the main line I've got, it's pretty much the same on both of them, is you can use mono, but braid will give you no stretch, which is good for feature finding. The main line on here is about £20. Yeah. But because you're often casting heavy weights, spods and things, you want a shock leader typically. Yeah. So I've actually got a £60 shock leader on here at the moment, just for that initial inertia. Once that knot flies through, it flies a lot smoother and further with a thinner diameter line, but you still with the no stretch of braid. Yeah. That's why you have a shock leader, just to make sure you're not cracking off on the cast. Down to here, I've got a real big figure 8 loop knot, just so I can quickly change from a lead to a spod, and I put another loop right at the end of it, just give you a tab to pull on. All right. So it's really quick to then change, take the lead off. Okay. Easy. And put a spod on or something like that, or we will be using the marker float in a minute. As quickly as that, you can change what you've got on there. Now, a little tab on the end just means you're not fiddling trying to find the end of the loop. Yeah. You've always got that little tab. Yeah. Brilliant. It's as simple as that. So then, next thing, always make sure the clutch is locked as solid as possible. It should be, because I've just whacked that one, but just make sure anyway. It's good practice. Other way, you've loosened it. There you go, because you don't want any braid slip. That's also why you've got a finger stool as well. Yeah. I know some of this may be teaching you to suck eggs, but it's always good to go through it anyway. And then the drop, you just want it lined up. The spigot is typically where you want it to be. So the first thing was feeling the lead down, wasn't it? Yes, yeah. So how would you normally cast? If you want to do a normal cast, I'll see what you do and then see if there's ways we can improve on it.
I'm sure you suggested about there, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
Lined up with the spigot. Oh, hold on 1 sec. First thing I'm going to say is you only want your finger on the braid, because at the moment you've got the line going under these two fingers. Right, like that. Yeah, just because you don't want it cutting into your finger. Yeah. That's it.
Good catch. Okay.
Cool. How would you rather me instruct? Tell you what to do and then you try it, or do you want to watch what I do again and then go from there?
Whatever you think works best, really.
It depends how you learn.
You go first, because you want to feel the lead down, and then tell me what your feet is.
Okay. So the first thing
go after that.
The first thing I picked up on is why you didn't feel anything down, is you let go of the spool, let go of the rod, the lead hit the bottom, and you just had an open bail arm. So the quickest fix already is just you want to flick the bail arm over, which is that, or trap it with your hand, and always keep attention to the lead. Okay. Because then you're feeling exactly what it's doing, and then when it hits the bottom. So I'll just do a little cast. and then just before it hits the bottom, I'm trapping it, and I'm keeping attention on the line. Look, I'm feeling it. This is just the tip's bending.
Yeah.
And you'll watch there. I've hit the bottom. Did you see the tip?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do it again and watch the tip?
Do it again, can I watch your hand first? And then...
So yeah, you can, because it's quite deep, you can watch both. I'll tell you when to switch your vision to the next part of the rod. Little flick. And just before it's there, I'm trapping it, I'm holding it. Now watch the tip. See it's under tension? And it's sprung back. That was the lead hitting the water, hitting the bottom, and all the tension's then released. That told me, from what I could just feel then, it's a bit soft on the bottom. But that's the first thing we were going to try, is feeling the lead down.
Soft on the bottom. How do you know it's a bit soft on the bottom? Just from...
Because if that was gravel or clay, you'd get much more of a dunk. That was more of a soft. It comes with practice, and you'll start to learn what different bottoms feel like.
Yeah.
But let's start with just trapping the line just before it hits the water, and then try and keep tension on the line as the lead's falling down through. Nice. And then trap the line. And then feel the
lead then.
Lost like that, okay. Are you feeling the tension?
Oh yeah.
You feel it? There you are.
Okay.
So I can see it's gone slack now, so it's on the bottom. Trap the line, and then feel the lead down. Yeah, I saw the rod spring back. So did you feel that this time?
I felt that, yeah.
Did it feel quite firm, or did it? Is that where you now need to
tell yet.
now need to learn?
I can't tell.
Okay. See that crack back, and I felt that through the rod. It actually shook through the rod.
To me.
It looks, but you'll get to feel it. Don't feel like just because we've done a few casts you've got it nailed on. It becomes an instinct and a feeling. You just know what you've landed on.
Right.
So just have a few more casts around, just see if you can feel the lead down at a deeper range or shallower. Yeah, then get the tension. Feel it going down?
Oh, that was more of a...
It sprung back quite quickly, so that's typically a firmer bottom, because the lead's not plugging in and being cushioned, it's cracking down.
Yeah.
Before we carry on with the tuition, a quick mention about the sponsor of today's video.
I've recently teamed up with the guys at UKCC, the UK's largest carp gear giveaway company, giving you bundles like the one you see behind me. Rods, bed chairs, bivvies, vans, motorhomes, camper vans, you name it, it's in there, and all of them can be gained for as little as 1p. So thank you to UKCC for helping out the channel and sponsoring this video. Click the link in the description and the pinned comment to get involved.
Kev was getting more and more confident with feeling the lead down, but also noticed how I was feathering the line and trapping the lead before hitting the water. So that was the next thing we worked on.
Yeah, you can feather it with that one.
Yeah.
And trap it with that one.
Yeah, so you can under the veil after.
I'm used to it.
I was doing up here.
And I fell down. Or the other hand, it's just whichever feels more natural. I'm used to feathering with my middle finger. I got, excuse the middle finger, I've got quite a long middle finger to trap a spool even when it's at the top.
So that's all left hand. I think that felt a bit better.
Yeah, so I heard
there's more room for error because I could just clamber my hand.
Well, yeah, but I did also hear it sort of wrapped on your fingers. So what you want to do if you are using that hand, just for a bit safer, is bring your palm in. That starts feathering the line.
Okay.
So you're not getting because what you don't want is that to happen.
Right. Oh yeah.
And that'll be a bit sore. So just feather it in, then catch it. You'll find it'd be a lot smoother. Because I heard your fingers sort of catch a little bit when you felt it. So if you watch this again, just bring the palm in, then catch it.
Just calm the whole thing, okay. But yeah, there's something nasty right out there. So slow.
That's sounding much better. Here out was really smooth. Good cast. And trap.
Oh, so that felt pretty different.
Yeah. What did you feel that time?
It was a lot less obvious. It was like a little knock.
Rather.
Those ones were whereas this was just a tiny little.
So it smacked down.
I say that was more of a smackdown.
Okay.
The rod really went like that.
Yeah.
Whereas this one was a.
Okay.
So maybe you'd assume that's softer then.
And with this lake bomb, you could just end up landing on a rock this size at times. So that's why you repeat on a spot and get more of a feel. And we'll start feeling the lead back in a second. Okay. But for now, I think you're getting the hang of feeling the lead down. And this will be the same not only for marking, but when you're casting out your rods as well.
Yeah.
Because when you're zig fishing later on, you're going to be wanting to trap the lead just before it hits the water to kick the zig away.
Right.
So it doesn't tangle. So this is all good practice for whenever you cast a rod out, really. Feeling the lead down is just something that will become second nature. But that's great progress. In what, 20 minutes you're now feeling it down?
Yeah, it's great. It's, like I say, if you don't have someone who's done it before standing beside you, it's...
Yeah, that was good.
What feels like what?
So, there we go. I'm going to use my right hand now. I think that's what I normally do.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got that timing down to a T.
There. So I'm now on the bottom, bring it down tight, and you typically go to the side,
right?
Because then you can watch the tip and you'll feel it as well.
So you're not reeling, you're pulling away.
Just pulling. So that's smooth at the moment.
Okay.
Which tells me it's not the cleanest. I'd still present on it because I'm getting a good drop.
When you say it's not the cleanest, what are you thinking at the bottom there? It's completely smooth. There's no knocks, there's no stones, there's no...
Maybe a bit of silt, some sort of low-lying sediment. Nothing that would concern me because I'm getting a good drop. If I try and find a bit of gravel, you'll be able to see what I mean. There, see that? Watch the tip now. See that skipping?
Yeah.
I'm on gravel there. That's really gravelly.
Probably quite close in.
Look at that, skipping along, and I can feel it. Yeah, I probably have come quite close in now. Yeah. So you'll feel it. Just, you don't have to go too far out. Just start dragging it back and see what you can note with the differences of where you are.
All right. It's just...
You've also got to remember that the leads we're using are designed to exaggerate what it's running across. If it's a smooth lead, all of this would be quite polished, but this is designed to catch.
Very smooth and filthy is what I get that.
Yeah, but remember, when you then feel the lead down, if you're getting a good drop, odds are you're presenting quite nicely. So when you start coming in closer, you'll start to feel it skipping. That's when we're going to get onto the gravel. I can see it skipping.
Oh yeah.
Feel that? You're now on the rocks.
That's rocks, right? Okay.
Feel it all the way through the rod into your hand.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
So some of these are quite big rocks, but say you're fishing on a quite a silty lake and you're looking for a gravel bar or something, that's what you're feeling for. So instantly different to the silt, isn't it? This is what's good about here. There's no one here, so you've got all this water to play with. Nicely feathered down, feel the lead down. Oh, that's a good crack.
Yeah, that was more firm.
Yeah, I saw the tip spring back.
Oh yeah.
Does that feel? Is it knocking? So you're already on a clear patch. You landed straight on one.
So that could be a good spot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it, was it?
No, that's skipping perfectly. At least now you've got an understanding of what it feels like to be on gravel.
Yeah. Excellent. Hitting the bones.
Well, put the kettle on if you want.
Why not?
Yeah.
Have a look. Oh, that's excellent.
Oh, good.
Just having that with someone to just tell you and show
what
you
you're looking for. Yeah.
Never had that. I say we're quite lazy fishers, like I said. We'll find a spot, put it out, give it a go. If it works, great. If it doesn't, try somewhere else.
Well, the thing is, if you're getting the results, it doesn't really matter. But until you're faced with a place where it does matter, it's not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
So now you're like of here, everywhere we've cast today, I would be happy putting a solid bag or something because there's a lot of fish in here. They're used to feeding in the silty patches, but it's giving you a good idea of what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And now if you went back to that lake in France with a dedicated setup, you'd probably be like, I can find that gravel bar now.
Absolutely.
Well, feel free to ping out a couple of singles. If we're going to continue practicing out in front of us, feel free to stick out some rods. Might as well fish while we're learning. So we are now having a little coffee break. We've just been practicing with feeling the lead down, which was night and day difference within not very long really. Just needs to be taught how to feel the lead down, how to trap it, and then actually feel it down under tension. Once we've done that, we were able to feel the lead down. We cast all over the place, seeing what different drops were like, whether it was a more silty bottom, and then when he cast onto a gravelly spot, straight away you could feel it. Like even I could see it from watching from the side, seeing that rod spring back. It was clear, landing on a much firmer bottom. And then we moved on to dragging the lead back, and as I was saying, with the leads we're using, which are designed to be a bit more sort of rugged and deliberately catch on the bottom, it exaggerates what you're bringing the lead back over. So we feel in some of the siltier patches, there are some big rocks and things in here from past experience. Also, when this lake was drained only a few months back whilst doing work on the dam, we then saw what the lake bed looked like on a lot of the lake, and there's some big rocks out there, so that's what you sort of catch on every now and then, and things like that. And then we've just been casting, once we found a gravelly patch, by bringing it back, casting on top of that, feel it down again, getting the crack. So we're starting to get more of an idea of how to feel lead down, how to trap it in flight, feel it all the way down through the water column, and then feeling it hit the bottom to see what we're fishing over. So once we've done that, I think we're going to have a bit more of a practice in a second doing that before putting on the marker float. And once we found a spot that feels nice to land on, check the depth and go from there. Because although we're going to be focusing on the zigs, it's still nice to practice finding a clear spot to fish over, especially if we're going to have a rod or 2 rods on the bottom. Tonight, I'm not sure if we're going to be fishing zigs throughout the night. We might do, but if not, drop down to rods that are on the bottom. It'd be nice to know we've been fishing over a clear area throughout the day. So that's what we're going to do once you've had a little coffee break. So a nice little natural stopping point in the day, but it's been really good. And I think what I'm going to find from doing these tutorials is it's reaffirming a bit of what I know myself. And if there is something I don't really know, it's forcing me to get better as an angler myself, because I can't have people coming out to learn from me if I don't know what I'm talking about. So it's been a good morning so far. I've enjoyed it. I think Kev's enjoyed it as well. Are you a Kev or a Kevin? I didn't actually check.
Kev will do.
Kev will do. So there we are. So I'm just going to make a coffee, and then we're going to get cracking on for the rest of the morning. It's only 10 o'clock and we've got quite a bit done already, which is really, really good. So we're just having a coffee break, and Kev's getting some rods sorted to put out a couple of rods just while we're still continuing to practice, just in case there's a bite going to happen. And I've come over here to say something because I don't want him to hear just yet, is that when I set up my tuitions, I said to myself, whoever books on the very first tuition, I'll give them a thank you gift of some form, because they've entrusted me with their time, their money, to learn something from their session. And so as a thank you, I was always going to give the first person something. That thing was going to be my spare marker rod and reel, which just so happened to be that Kev doesn't have in his arsenal. So it's a really fitting gift. He has no idea at the moment, which is why I'm over here whispering about it. But when we're finished doing all the morning session of practicing with it and we get the spod rods out and start using it, I'm going to tell him that rod and reel is now his, as a thank you for entrusting me with his time and money, like I said. So I hope we catch the fish today, but so far the morning's been productive. He's learned how to do the certain things we've wanted to. And yeah, just as a thank you, that's going to be going home with him as well. So I hope he likes it, because it is. So, simple setup. Buoyant thing, weighted thing, and when you play off the line, that goes up. So we'll cast out, fill the lead down like normal. It will land on the bottom like so.
Yeah.
And then because it's got that bead on there, nothing should catch. This is really buoyant. It will naturally want to pull up through. So you start playing the line out.
Ah, so it will stay at the bottom.
The lead
of course it will. Until you
stay.
play the line, and then that's where you measure.
Yeah, so this will be sitting on the bottom.
Yeah.
You'll see, if you have a look on the rods, there's a foot marker on these.
Yeah.
So that's exactly a foot from the reel to there. That should be the same on there. So you use from there to there, 1 foot. There to there, 2 foot. You keep going until that goes up and comes onto the surface.
Yeah.
So there's your setup.
Thank you.
Flip that one over. We're now wrapped up, clipped up.
We'll cast around.
There we go.
Beautiful. You're in line with that buoy then, is that what you're out for?
Oh, now hit the bottom.
So it's hit the bottom.
Yep, now make sure you bring the line tight to it.
Over.
Yeah, and wind down until you feel it's on the nice and tight, because what you want is an accurate reading.
Yeah.
So I've now got a tight line to it. Loosen off your clutch, and then from your reel, pay off a foot, and start counting 1. Make sure the line's going away. That means your float's going up.
And back.
And keep your rod in the same position the whole time.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 11. I reckon we're in about 14, 15 foot. 12.
Yeah, accurate you are now with that guess.
13. 14. Well, there's 14. There we are, 14 and a half foot. I said 14, 15.
What have I done wrong here?
We spent a good amount of time practicing with the marker float, just like we did with feeling a lead down, followed by finding a spot. We kept on practicing until we were getting more confident with the method. To start with, we were finding that the results we were getting were deviating by a good 6-7 foot at a time. But by the end, we were getting almost identical readings, and that was time to move on to the next stage.
Right, 12 and a half.
Right, 12 and a half. Then what's the plan again?
So what we're going to do is wrap these out at 12 and a half, and that will be set then.
Yeah.
But what we'll do is wrap out our the rods we're going to be using with zigs at 12 and a half as well.
Yeah.
Because then all of those leads are landing at exactly the same point.
Yeah.
But as you now know, we're fishing about 60 foot of water, so there's a bit of a swing back.
Yeah.
So if we clip the spod rod up at 12 and a half,
yeah,
our spod would be opening here, but our baits are a few feet back.
On the actual rod.
So what you do, that's why we keep the marker float on, is we cast out to where we've clipped, feel that down, pop the float up, then we'll cast a spawn at the float and clip up to that, because that will be directly above where we're going to be fishing.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I'd like to see an action.
Yeah, because there's swing back. Because if we had it all clipped up at 12 and a half, we'd end up spodding a couple of foot beyond where we're actually fishing, and we want to be as accurate as possible. Yeah, if you cast out your marker and then pop up the float, That will then be what we'll aim with the spud rod. 14, 15.
Oh yeah.
16, bang on. There we are. Sweet. So we can just, if you just pop the rod somewhere safe on the floor with that still on the surface, you'll then be able to use that as your reference point for the other one. So feather it, and it's almost,
That's pretty much.
it's pretty much with the hitting the clip. I think you're about there.
Yeah.
If you're being really picky, I'd take a foot off, but I think the deviation in the wind
Yeah.
and spring back,
Yeah.
I'd be happy with fishing it there.
I think by this point you're probably getting the idea of how these tuitions are run. Finding a point that needs working on and spending a good amount of time on it, making sure that we don't move on until we're both happy. Then we move on to the next part of the session. This continued for multiple different things throughout the session, but I'll skip forward now to the point where we're actually fishing with zigs at a depth that we found, on a spot that we found, doing all the legwork, and finally hoping for some rewards.
That's better. Rod to the side. Perfect. Looking for that.
Yeah.
Really runny. To go. Oh, you got a bite. That's it. That's not the sun. That's a zig bite. Walk back. Don't just strike. It's already on. Yes. Still on?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
No, it could be a little one. It's really hard to tell. Good brie. No, I don't think
Should
so.
come off.
Come straight in. Oh no.
Oh, it's on.
Still on. You're right, just
Yeah.
middle.
I'll get that out of the way.
Still on. Bloody hell.
Ooh, potential first zig bite.
After the spodding.
Yeah, that's what I said. They respond to it. Nice one. Right, I'll get your net. Woken up.
Not a brie.
Oh, he's just gone under this one.
Yeah, across.
Right, that should be enough. Just hold him there for now. You've picked up your left rod, but it's fine. But where there's one, there should be more. Come on, buddy. I don't want to stab at it. Ooh.
Too much forward.
No, you're doing a good job. Get that first gulp of air, it'll be yours. Here he comes. It's on the yellow. And he's in. Hey, your first fish on a zig.
Excellent.
Well done.
So this one halfway through spodding.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, well, I'll jump down there and deal with the hook, and then
Yeah.
let him rest, get the rod back out, and go again.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't ready for that bite. Is it? Is it really?
That's the thing. Zig bites are just really timid often.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but you.
So when you were looking, I was like, "No, that's on."
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, I made up for you. You've had your first
That's
one,
amazing. Yeah.
and that's what we're saying. Like all the prep work we've done,
Yeah.
it's paid off. Here we have it. Your first ever fish on a zig.
First zig caught carp. What a beauty! Look at the colours on that.
Well done, man.
Happy
Good
with that.
angling.
Awesome.
Everything comes together from the planning, the prepping to finally get the
That's it.
rods out. Result, well done.
You go, power, go fight another does.
Sweet. There you go.
Cheers.
Well done, Kev.
Throughout the rest of the day, we continued to practice the various methods we learned throughout the day, continually spodding sloppy spod mix over the zigs to try and entice a bite. I also got my rods out at this point, but I couldn't get past the bream. Seem to have a habit of that lately.
First bream in session.
How'd you like spring?
It's bream. That's the breamiest bite you'll ever see.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought bream was like the.
That was. It was just going up and down.
Right.
Nah. Whoop. He says. There's my token. I slip in nearly every video. And there it is.
Now that Kev had had a fish and was very much getting used to using a dedicated spodder marker rod setup, it was time to tell him that it was now his.
Which rod do you find easier, this one or the other one for spud rod?
The other one.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's just good. The first one I used, or.
Well,
All the slicks.
the viewers already know this, but when I put my tuitions online, I said to myself, the first person that books on, and to give something as a thank you back to booking on with me. And the thing I was going to give away was a spod marker, rod and reel.
No
and that's the one thing you said you didn't have. It's like, when you said it, I was like, that's perfect. So that rod and reel is your new setup.
That one?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
You're
amazing.
welcome. You're welcome. Well, thank you for booking on and trusting me with
No, it's been brilliant.
spending some time there. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just when you said, when I talked to you on the phone, like, you don't have a spod marker, I was like, that's the thing I was going to give away. This is perfect.
That's amazing.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah, brilliant.
Before we knew it, darkness had fallen and we were retiring for the night. But when first light came around, Kev's alarms were off again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Beaut.
Well done, buddy. That's one on the zig, one on the deck.
Yeah, one on each. Lovely way to wake up in the morning.
Exactly.
Good old chunk to him.
Nice.
Lovely looking fish, isn't he?
Yeah. Well done. Still a little bit of time for another one, but if not, 2 fish in March on new tactics as well.
Happy with that. First couple of carp of the year. Trying out some new stuff, so yeah, very happy.
Hopefully. So some stills.
All packed up after a glorious morning this morning, actually, and I'm going to put Kev on the spot as he packs down the last few things. Have you had a good 24 hours, just over?
It's been brilliant.
Yeah.
Learned a lot. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, that's why I'm filming this bit now, before we have to lug those all the way back to there.
I'm not going to make it back to the car. I'll just live here. No, it's been brilliant.
Good.
Practicing loads of new stuff. First fish on a zig. And yeah, another one this morning. So it's been great. Lots of learning, lots of things to take to my next session.
Perfect.
Lots to practice.
France is it the next one, do you say?
No, I've got France next year. We've got a little 48 hours on Marlmead down in Devon next.
Nice.
In a couple of weeks' time. So.
Well, good luck on that one. You've got some new techniques to add to your new string to your bow, is that the saying?
A few new strings.
And you had to pick zigs, which is one of my least favourite methods. So the fact you caught on it, I think I was just as made up as you were when you had one.
It worked to its ear. You said it would happen. We baited it up within 20 minutes. So we had one. So yeah, went perfect for you, I think.
Yeah,
But,
definitely.
Really good.
So there it is, the end of very first tuition, tutorial, fishery, whatever you want to call it. If you want to book on, first person is a happy customer. And what was your fee again as a paid actor? So if you want to book on tutorials, it's on the Catch app. Search Nothing But Fishing, it's all on there. So I want to thank you for booking on with me, spending 24 hours with me, and I'm glad it went well. Because if it didn't, this video wouldn't go anywhere.
Awesome.
Nice. Right, back to the car and back home.
Hello, Bream, my old friend.